Okay, it is September the 8th. What year is it? 2019. And this is my pepper garden as it stands right now. I've gotten lots of peppers. I've been picking peppers all summer, really. Sometimes bags for friends or just to take them to cook with or to eat. I thought I would just do a quick little video and show you what's happening here. But honestly, the experiment wasn't a failure, but I haven't really noticed any difference between the plants that were from 2018 and the plants from 2019. In fact, some of the plants from 2019 are bigger than the plants from 2018. So not really much of an advantage in keeping plants over the winter and then planting them the next year. Didn't really make much of a difference. But this one was from 2018, so this is a big plant here. This is a Peruvian iron seal. Oof. And it is getting later, and it's getting cooler in the evenings. So I'm losing leaves. Leaves are starting to turn yellow and whatever. But I do have a blanket I can start covering them up with, but it's too early to start that yet. But you can see I have a lot of ripe peppers to pick right here. This next one here is Witchetty, and not a lot of peppers on it, but they're pretty big, and a couple that are ripe as well. This is a bishop's crown. Over here it's just packed with ripe peppers, you can see, and lots of other peppers that are, and they're all tangled together here. That happens quite often. You can see they really are ready to go. This is a Pereira here, and not too many that are ripe. This one's actually just turning orange, so it's got a ways to go yet, and then it's moving out. And I have a lot of ladybug larvae. Actually, I've seen them on quite a few of my plants. That's because there are aphids here. This is a hot paper lantern, and normally they ripen really early in the summer, and I have hot paper lanterns all summer that I can pick, but not with this plant. I have a lot, but they're all green. And it's getting later, so it kind of worries me. But I'm sure they'll all change, they'll all turn. So this one's a 7-pod Jonah. And remember now, all these ones in the back here were from March of 2018. And I let them grow indoors that whole summer and winter. And then I planted them out in the garden here in June. Here's a Fatali plant over here, and I have more Fatalis in the front as well. Excuse me. And over here is a Witchetty, and they're actually pretty nice. Nope, that was a Fatali. Not a lot, actually. Not a lot of peppers. Then over here I've got, oh wait a minute. Oh, is that from the same plant? Yeah, that's from the same plant. So you can see there are a number of them over here too. And then I have Witchetty carbons over here. So they're hot. They're the ghost peppers, but they're a smaller version, and the plants do get a lot of peppers, and you can see a lot of peppers over here. They're all ready to go. So I'm gonna have to do a big harvest, but it's not gonna be this weekend. Here, there's another plant over here, Witchetty. And then I have, oh, that's the same plant, so there's more here. You can see tons of them, really. And then I have, pardon me, some Peruvian iron seal plants that I planted this year, 2018, and they've been around since January, and plants almost the same size. So there you go. They're actually a sweet pepper. They're not very hot, but they have a very, very nice taste. And I've got quite a few of those. I would say that, I've got some nice big ones too. I would say, oops, that one just fell off. I've got to grab it. Make sure I get that one. Yeah. Yeah, they're probably my favorite pepper. I mean, they're certainly the ones that go to the most. I do usually, this is a nice big plant here. It's got 100 peppers on it. Some of them are ripe, but most of them are not. You can see I got some ripe ones down there. I'll usually pick 2 or 3 of these, and that'll be pretty good for one meal, whatever we're having. And then I've got in the front row here an unbelievable bishop's crown. Just look at all these peppers. Pretty much crazy, and lots to go yet. And you can see that that Peruvian arancillo is growing into the grape plants over here, and probably right through the leaves you can see that there's another few ripe ones over there. Yeah, I really have to harvest. I've got another the beginning of September. You know, once I start putting a blanket on them overnight, then I could take it right to the end of October. That's usually the way that it works. So that's a bishop's crown, and over here is a Witchetty. Pretty small plant really, but it's got quite a few peppers on it. Some in the back as well, and then some down there. And what do we have over here? There's another Witchetty over here. Looks a little different, but it is a Witchetty. Yeah. This one's about to ripen, and these ones are ripening. Then I've got some 7-pod Jonas over here. Just look at that, eh? Beautiful. Just beautiful. Here's the Muruga, which is very similar actually to the 7-pod, at least its shape. There's another. Can't resist those. Yeah. You can see I have a lot of peppers. Like, it's been a hot, dry summer. Okay, so here's the ahi jerry, and what a disappointment. Like, the plant's nice, but they're all like straight up and down here. I think I've got one. There's another one there. I have little tiny flowers on them. Maybe I'm gonna get a pepper, but I don't even think I'm going to at this point. And then I've got the weird looking plant. I have to say, going off in all directions like this. Tiny leaves, not even any flowers on it. And this one back here it's tall, nice looking plant. Same thing though. And then over here I've got another, oh, that's a naga, so never mind that one. And I have one pepper. One. Here it is. So at least I'll get to try it, I suppose. And then over here, like I said, this is my Nagamorich. That's an old school pepper, that's for sure. Right there. Yep, those are beautiful. That strain, I've been growing non-stop the Nagas for about 10 years. Generation after generation. Pretty amazing, and they're still giving me peppers like that. And then I've got the red devil's tongue. Okay, well, I don't know what to make of that. Those are not red devil's tongue, and they're all orange. I have not even looked at that. Okay. They are all orange. Unless they're all going to turn red yet, but they do not look like red devil's tongues to me. Oh, this one does. That one does. Wow. But these ones over here, this one, this round one? Oops. Oh, I just knocked one off. Oh, maybe get to try that one. Let's put that one over there for the time being. And you can see how much of what I'm talking about. I've got these ladybug larvae all over the place. Okay, and here's another hot paper lantern, and I got a lot of ripe peppers here. And this, I've got a lot of ripe peppers from a hot paper lantern plant that I started in 2019, but none of them are ripe on the 2018 one, so I don't know what to make of that. And then I have my Pereira plant over here. Same story, look at all the ripe peppers. So yep, I got a lot of peppers that I can pick there. And then I've got these huge ahi chapan plants. Just get up because they're so big. This is just pretty weird looking. Not an attractive plant at all. But this isn't a beauty contest, is it? Peppers look nice. And as long as the peppers are still growing and ripening, I guess I'm not going to complain that it looks so weird and ugly. Yeah, that is an ugly pepper contest winner. You can bet on it. And this one as well. Yep, okay. So that's it. I do have a lot of peppers. A lot of peppers this year. A very successful year, I'd say. I needed to water it because it kept on drying out. It was so hot and dry this summer. I really had to water these plants at least twice a week, and in some cases I was watering 3 times a week. Very unusual. I normally keep it down to about once a week. That's typically what happens, but this year was a little different from years past, and I don't know, I might change things up for next year. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. I got a big job ahead of me, that's true. I've got these posts sticking up here. These are tall, and I have a blanket that I bought last year. Worked very well last year, and I'll put it on again. And I don't think I'm going to need it this week. Maybe next weekend I might think about it. But what I'll do is I'll push it down into the back, and I'll put bricks all along, and that'll hold it in place in the back. And then going to the front, then I'll hold it down with bricks in the front, and you know, it'll be fine. But once it starts getting close to 0, close to freezing, that's when I really have to worry about it. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got to say. Thank you very much for watching my video. If you are enjoying my adventures in growing hot peppers, please consider subscribing. I like that a lot. You know, put a comment down. When I've got the peppers all open and I've got seeds that are dry and ready to go, I'll be able to send seeds out to people. So if you'd like to grow some of the peppers that you see me growing here, there's quite a nice assortment and variety, and I wouldn't mind getting some new peppers to try out next year. So when I get to that point, I'll be doing another video anyway, and then I'll let you know exactly how to go about that. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.